17 million square kilometers of the Russia territory. 70% of the territory located in the Asia area. Only 30% of the area located in the Europe area, European continental. And 90% of the population, Russia people, live in the European area. Only 10% of the Russia population live in the Asia areas. So they have the 17 million, 17% of the territory, only 10% population living over there. That's a problem, you know. Russia's country, they never think about that they are Asian countries. They are European countries. They want to take control of the Europe futures. Russia never accept the ceasefire in the Ukraine wars. They want to take control of the European futures. Russia think they are European countries. They will never stop in the Ukraine. They will never stop in the Poland. They will never stop in the German. They will all the way go to France. That's why Russia never accept the ceasefire agreement in the Ukraine wars. They backed by China, the world's largest economy. China and Russia is the strategical partners for the China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea group, fighting with the United States NATO groups. So, Ukraine war is not regional conflict. That's a World War III. In 50 years later, the history will write down. The World War III starts from 2022. The Ukraine wars. The Ukraine war is the starting point of the World War III. It's an international war. It's not regional conflict. It's not regional conflict. Today, it's not today. Yesterday, Russia used a ballistic missile attack the Ukraine city. They killed 32 people. I saw the video on the website, and the 32 people was killed in the city center. You know, it's a tragedy.
If the war erupts
Yeah.
with Russia, do you think Russia will just direct at America? Do you think China will get involved? Do you think China would get destroyed in a crossfire, or do you think it'll be sort of just between America and Russia? They're on that.
China, I told you that China is already always supports Russia. And actually, Russia is a dependent country of China. There's two groups. One is the China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea. Another group is the United States lead NATO. They are fighting each other in the Ukraine war. It's not Russia and Ukraine fighting each other in the Ukraine war. That's international wars. That's a World War III. Yes, proxy wars. Russia war is proxy wars. That's Russia support by the China, communist China. They have financial support and weapon support, manufacturing support, all the military stuff support coming from China. Also, China is already, communist China already sent troops joining the Ukraine wars. Joining the Ukraine wars 2 weeks before. The Ukraine armies is we realized 155 Chinese soldiers. They are fighting for the Russia.
Do you think that Russia is a puppet of China?
No, it's not puppy. No, it's no puppets. No puppets. They are dependent country. Dependent country.
Russia is in its own struggle.
Russia, yeah, you know.
China is in its own national
Yeah.
like all the other
Puppet. You said your question is Russia is the puppies of China, right? Puppy. You know, Russia, they are very strong before. During the last 3 years, Ukraine wars, during the last I will tell you, during last 3 years of the Ukraine war, Russia ran out of the manpower, ran out of the financial supporting. Russia become dependent country of China, semi-dependent country of China. So Russia will become happy of China, but it's not now. In the future, but Russia,
What is China going to do for it to have the upper hand? Technology is probably China's biggest thing at the moment.
that's why I give you warning. Chinese Communist Party will take control of your life. They will enslave you. Your children and your grandchildren will become slave of the Communist Party.
I don't think
You know,
There is
you
one
know,
problem.
Chinese Communist Party, they use the cheap products to destroy your industry,
yeah,
destroy your manufacturing capability.
China.
Chinese Communist Party is not China. I come from China. I am not against China. I against the Communist Party. Chinese people is innocent peoples. There is 1.4 billion people living in China. Only 100 million people, they are member of the Communist Party. Communist Party is evil and guilty. It's not Chinese people. Most of the Chinese people, they are slave of the government. They are slave of the Communist Party. It's not everyone coming from the mainland of China. They are communist. They are not communist. Only 5% of the Communist Party of the Chinese population is a member of the Communist Party. It's not Chinese people is innocent. Chinese people is good people, nice people. They are slave. They are slave. A lot of normal people, innocent people, was put in the prison, concentrate camp. They work for the government free. Why? Your products is so cheap. Your clothes is made in China is cheap. It's half price with UK products, but they are made by slave. They are made by the prisoner. They are made by the slavery in the China.
What can be done about that?
Boycott.
The whole of China.
Yeah. Today you're financing Communist Party. In 20 years later, your children will become slave of the Communist Party. Like Chinese people
Would you
today.
say an alternative to fix that is to make manufacturing companies in this country?
You must have your manufacturing capability. You have a choice. If you do not have a choice, you will lose your freedom. Today you pay less. Yeah, today you pay less. Tomorrow you will pay your freedom. You will lose your life. You will lose your freedom. You become slave.
You know what you're saying about
Yeah.
only 5% of them communist party. In this country, only 1% no one wants this government. And so
No social system is perfect. Every social system have the problem. But compare with UK and United States and China is the worst one.